More than some other Motown gathering or craftsmen, the Supremes accomplished the Motown's objectives of speaking to crowds, everything being equal. Details are given below. Despite the fact that the Supremes utilized different lineups, the gathering made their most prominent progress with Diana Ross as lead artist and Mary Wilson and Florence Ballard as supporting entertainers. The Supremes started in Detroit in the last part of the 1950s as a group of four known as the Primettes. As youngsters in middle school and secondary school, they tried for Berry Gordy at Motown. However, he thought of them as very young at that point. As the Primettes, they recorded for Looping Records and nearby Detroit name, both as a highlight. At the point where Terrell left the gathering in 1973 to get pulled to the Supremes, they didn't deliver any collections until her substitution. Sherry Payne joined the gathering in 1975. The Supremes disbanded in 1977, despite the fact that Wilson visited the United Kingdom in 1978 with Karen Raglan and Karen Jackson proceeding as the Supremes. The distinction of the Supremes still lives on nonetheless. In 1988, the gathering included the arrangement of Ross, Wilson, Ballard. The arrangement of Ross, Wilson, and Ballard was enlisted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for their accomplishments. The most well-known melodies are yet to be heard on the radio today. Shirley Wiz Ross actually performs them, and in her performance she shows that they are reviewed lovingly as a significant piece of observed by Motown sound. As Rolling Stones expressed in hosting the gathering to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Supremes typed the Motown sound that kept America moving all through the 60s. With the numerous extraordinary singles, the reference finished up the Supremes set as a lovely new norm for the top 40 pop. By and large, what occurred close to the Supremes may have denoted from the start of their decrease in youth. They were Motown's most mainstream singing gathering of the time, and their live appearances had gotten requested by the mid-1967s. In the live expeditions, the gathering was currently being charged as Diana Ross and the Supremes, an adjustment in terminology that was received by the other Motown bunches too, to include the names of the lead vocalists that's Smokey Robinson and Martha Reeves. It was at this crossroads that one of the Supremes, Florence Ballard, was taken off from the gathering and supplemented by Cindy Birdsong. Birdsong was a capable reinforcement artist from Patti LaBelle's gathering, the Bluebells. Contingent upon their viewpoint, the Ballard was either a survivor of Berry Gordy's voracity and Diana Ross's desire, or she achieved her own ruin through her own conduct and unreasonable desires. Motown would clarify her takeoff from the gathering by saying she was depleted from the young ladies requesting plan. In a claim, she would later change Motown, just as Preset and Future Supremes, with a scheme to expel her from the gathering. Tragically, she couldn't mount her own performance vocation, and she kicked the bucket in 1976 of heart failure.